Hey everybody, this is King Kong 9100 here today, and I am coming at you guys with one hot, controversial Monsterverse opinion. This is an unbiased video, I just want to make that clear right off the bat. I'll give you guys clear evidence that has nothing to do with how I personally feel about either monster. But first, let's get into the backstory as to why I make this video. In the Monsterverse community, you will see many people talk about how Godzilla, quote-unquote, restores balance, and that he is a monster who is purely anti-hero and essentially plays the role of a mediator. If Titans step out of line, he corrects them. If humans step out of line, he corrects them. Godzilla is an alpha titan. The entire planet, other than Skull Island, is Godzilla's territory, so he supposedly keeps balance. Except, when you actually watch the Monsterverse films and you read all the external materials, you start to realize that Godzilla is kinda bad at his job. He doesn't really keep balance. He's actually a lazy titan who doesn't bother with his duties, which is to restore balance and to keep nature intact. I'll elaborate on this point further. But then I started to watch Kong Skull Island and I realized something. Kong is actually a better alpha than Godzilla is. Kong is a confirmed alpha, and he is the one who takes up Godzilla's role, which seems to constantly be reiterated by the films and fans, while Godzilla as a character just stands by and doesn't really do his job. Enough said, just hear me out, let's get right into this controversial topic. Godzilla is the one who restores balance. Nature is not in our control. Godzilla is a force of nature. These are all quotes you've heard about Godzilla in the Monsterverse before. He's a monster that is supposed to restore balance, correct? Well, from what I've seen in the Monsterverse, that is not what has been happening. So far, I have not seen Godzilla live up to that alpha status and restore balance. He seems to just do what he wants, not what those quotes imply what he's supposed to do. My main issues are humans. Humans have constantly stepped out of line, and Godzilla has just stood by and let them live. Let's break down Godzilla's character in order of appearance in universe as well as humans and their mistakes. Godzilla Awakening. In Godzilla Awakening, chronologically speaking, Godzilla has been around for millions of years. During the Permian era, Godzilla has been preying on other monsters, keeping balance. Okay, that's fair. After the Permian impact, Godzilla lacks the radiation that used to cover the Earth, and so he ventures into the oceanic depths in order to hibernate while feeding off radiation. Cut closer to modern-day Japan, 1945. Humans nuke Japan, and this awakens the Shinamura due to the massive amounts of radiation. In turn, that awakens Godzilla, who constantly chases the Shinamura throughout the story. In 1954, the US military decides to eliminate Shinamura and Godzilla at Bikini Atoll. They detonate the Castle Bravo bomb, Shinamura dies, and Godzilla survives, going into hibernation until the events of Godzilla 2014. So far, humans have detonated multiple nukes which kill off the environments, animals, and even a titan like Shinamura, and Godzilla has done nothing about it. Godzilla 2014. In Godzilla 2014, we continue where Awakening leaves off. The hydrogen bomb Castle Bravo is detonated, Godzilla disappears for 60 years. Humans have created nuclear power plants, which I guess is fine if it doesn't leak like Chernobyl did in real life, but Monarch has tried to contain the cocoon of a male Muto. They also try to contain the female Muto, but she also awakens thanks to humans dumping their radioactive waste somewhere in Nevada and because of the other events involving Titan activity. So throughout the film, humans have attacked Godzilla to the point of bothering him and making him change direction. Towards the end, another nuke is detonated, which I'm pretty sure is made out to be like one of the most powerful ever seen in all the time.
That's why we use the bomb as bait.
And kill them with the sheer force of the blast.
Can they be killed? But we tried that before.
We're talking dialable yield, megatons, not kilotons. Nothing can withstand that blast. Makes the bomb we tried to kill it with in 54 look like a firecracker.
And Godzilla walks away with triumphant music playing in the background. So this is the second time he has walked away from something like this. Godzilla Aftershock. In Godzilla Aftershock, Godzilla awakens to fight the Muto Prime. Humans end up creating a prototype Orca, which is a device that can mess with Titan bioacoustics and really give them a hand in playing God and basically controlling Titans. Godzilla ends up walking away from the battle. Godzilla King of the Monsters. Godzilla King of the Monsters is the final straw for me. Humans have awakened King Ghidorah. Humans are shown enslaving Titans. Humans have the Orca device, which basically allows them to control monsters unwillingly. Humans now have in their arsenal an oxygen destroyer, which can kill off any Titan that is not from space like Ghidorah. In the original, this creation had meaning, and Serizawa destroyed it for fear humanity will take advantage of such a devastating weapon. Yet in King of the Monsters, this is a weapon the military has blueprints of and could use at any moment to kill a Titan like Godzilla. Humans eventually try to kill the enslaved titans they have, like Behemoth and Mekele Membe. Even way back in ancient times, it's confirmed titans were enslaved by humans through telepathic communication in a great human-titan war. So with all humans have done throughout time, from harming other titans and animals, and the environment, on top of everything else I listed, Godzilla has ignored them and instead let them walk. After humans literally almost kill Godzilla and affect his physical well-being, he still lets them walk. Godzilla vs. Kong and the inconsistency. Now we cut to Godzilla vs. Kong. Humans may create Mechagodzilla, a mechanized titan that may be able to outright kill either Godzilla or Kong. Humans may be able to manipulate Godzilla and Kong into fighting. It's most likely Apex that manipulates Godzilla into doing this, essentially trying to frame Godzilla. We don't know if that weird Mega Godzilla armor is involved or not, but we do know Godzilla is being provoked. If he's lashing out and hurting people entirely on his own accord, it would completely be out of character for Godzilla to do that because we know he has never even batted an eye at humans setting off nukes on him or his terrain, damn near killing him, enslaving titans, awakening bad titans, threatening his position in the titan hierarchy, manipulating titans through orca signals, etc, etc. It's too late in the monsterverse for Godzilla to now suddenly get mad at humans. It's severely out of character for Godzilla to set humans in place now. Some of you may be thinking, maybe Godzilla senses Mechagodzilla and he realizes that isn't right and humans must learn their place. And to that I say, no. Godzilla has known humans have been able to manipulate titans through the orca signals. He's seen it not once, not twice, but 3 times. And that is only modern humans. Godzilla knows about the ancient human-titan war in which titans were controlled by humans and essentially enslaved. Godzilla knows humans can kill off titans, destroy the environment, and kill other animals with nukes. He's known this for decades. Godzilla now knows, and has for a year or two depending on when GVK takes place, of the Oxygen Destroyer being a weapon humans used to nearly kill him. And had it been a bit stronger, it could have killed Godzilla off completely. And that was just a prototype. And because Doherty shoehorned it in for fan service, the military has blueprints of the Oxygen Destroyer and now has time to not only improve it, but also effectively solve the entire Titan problem by using it on any potentially dangerous Titan. So Godzilla knows about humans having an edge over the Titans. The inconsistency would be if Godzilla were to lash out at humans now. It's too late. Unless it's somehow explained Godzilla has had enough, which even then I probably wouldn't buy, it's still simply far too late. It's now out of Godzilla's character in the monsterverse to even remotely harm a human intentionally. So if Godzilla were to be attacking humans on his own accord in GVK, whether it's because he's had enough or senses Mechagodzilla and decides to set human in line now, it would be extremely contrived, absolutely nonsensical, and completely forced to just make him feel like an antagonist in the film. Attacking humans and setting them straight is not in line with Godzilla's character. So you see, Godzilla is bad at his job. He's supposed to be the one who restores balance and keeps all creatures in check, yet he doesn't keep humans in check. Godzilla is supposed to restore balance, correct? Godzilla is gonna play the role of God. 2 animals want to reproduce and infest the world with giant monsters. Godzilla's there to stop it. King Ghidorah is awakened. Godzilla's there to stop it. But human beings are linked to both events in the films, and humans try to play God, and that is not a part of nature. They detonate a nuke at the beginning of G14 and at the end of G14, which can destroy environments, kill off many innocent animals and creatures. Humans awaken King Ghidorah. I don't even have to explain how bad the repercussions of that are. Humans eventually create a certain mechanized titan hinted at the end of King of the Monsters. Humans are able to mess with alpha bioacoustics and can now control monsters. Humans now have in their arsenal an Oxygen Destroyer, which can kill off any titan that is not from space like King Ghidorah. Humans constantly enslave titans like Behemoth and Mothra, eventually trying to kill the titans they enslave, and Godzilla is not keeping the humans in line. He's not restoring balance. And for that, he's bad at his job. This leads me into my next point. How does this affect Kong? Kong is a titan who is a confirmed alpha. By 2020, he is going to be a monster who is fully grown to match Godzilla in size and overall power. How does Godzilla's incompetence affect Kong? Well, let's see. Kong Skull Island. In Kong Skull Island, which takes place in 1973, Kong is shown as a young alpha titan who keeps his island in check. He acts as the protector of all innocent life. Humans come in dropping bombs on his island, and so Kong attacks them. Kong responds to the arrogance and responds to the murderous rampage the humans all go on. Kong keeps them in check. We'll talk more about this later, but we see in this film that humans drop bombs on the island. They tried to outright kill Kong and could almost be successful. We can never know since we see Kong take seismic bombs to the face without much issue. But then humans awaken Ramarak, and Kong has to now clean up their mess. Kong kills Packard and the other soldiers that are not innocent. He restores balance on the island. Skull Island, the birth of Kong. In Skull Island, the birth of Kong, which takes place in 1995, humans that venture onto the island end up doing a lot of damage. Rishio, a character part of the human group, outright destroys the iwi wall, and Kong is there to clean up the mess and protect the iwi. It's here we discover that Kong is the protector of all innocent life, but the damage is done. Rishio is killed by Kong. Kong is shown setting humans straight. Godzilla is extremely incompetent. The humans that have entered Kong's home have been shown actively destroying it, awakening monsters like Ramarak, interfering with monsters like the young Kong, and destroying the iwi wall. Godzilla is supposed to be the one who restores balance, so tell me, why does Godzilla not set humans straight? He has had 2 movies to do so, much less a near century in universe time, and this brings me to Kong. Coming from an unbiased standpoint, I would say Kong has every reason to be angry at Godzilla if this is why they would fight in 2021. Godzilla is being biased and letting humans live without setting them straight, without restoring balance by keeping them in line. Titans are being attracted to Skull Island. Humans have been harming either creatures on the island or the natives on the island, as we see in Kong Skull Island and Birth of Kong. Godzilla is simply not holding up his end of the bargain, and I believe Kong is a monster who has every right to be mad at Godzilla. If I had a home and my neighbor has a home, yet their kids keep defacing my property, trying to kill me or the people in my home, I would be pretty damn pissed, wouldn't you? So if Kong were mad at Godzilla because of his incompetence affecting the inhabitants of Skull Island, including Kong himself, then I would completely understand Kong's point of view because it's justified. But hey, giant monsters can't sit and talk this out over a cup of coffee, they would need to duke it out. But honestly, after seeing the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, it's most likely possible that the 2 monsters don't ever meet on Skull Island. Skull Island is Kong's territory and the rest of the world is Godzilla's territory. That's why they've never crossed paths before. I strongly believe the reason the 2 are going to fight is because Kong is going to fight 2 warbats in the Hollow Earth, get injected with their deathly venom, and he'll end up passing out near the shore of Skull Island. Humans will chain him up and take him to Godzilla, the reason being that Godzilla is attacking humanity because he's getting provoked by Apex, which nobody but Godzilla would see. And what leads to Godzilla and Kong fighting is that by the time Kong wakes up, he's far from his island, out of his territory and onto Godzilla's territory. Kong doesn't want to escape the ship because of the iwi girl Gia, so he doesn't want to endanger her life. Godzilla notices Kong is not in his territory, and naturally the 2 are going to fight due to the detection of another alpha's presence. That's my guess so far, but I don't think Godzilla's annoying incompetence at his job will be the reason him and Kong fight. But it would be a pretty damn good one if I'm being honest. Now let's go over why Kong is better at Godzilla's job. Throughout the community and the thousands of posts and comments, you'll most likely see comments like, Kong is the king of Skull Island while Godzilla's territory is the rest of the planet. Godzilla needs to keep balance throughout the Earth while Kong keeps balance of his home. Both monsters need each other. Another one is, Godzilla does not need Kong. Godzilla can keep balance by himself. One that set me off onto this journey to even create this video is, Kong must not win. Kong is perfectly suited as King of Skull Island. Godzilla is King of the world and must keep restoring balance of the Earth, something Kong can't do nor wants to do. Wow, something Kong can't do nor wants to do? That's a pretty bold statement. Look, while Kong doesn't care about the rest of the world, something I understand since his territory is Skull Island and animals care about their territory only, saying Kong can't restore balance in the way Godzilla does is a claim I find to have flaws. The whole reason I make this video is to prove why Godzilla is bad at his job, and now leading me into my final point, why Kong is better at it. People think Kong can't do Godzilla's job, except we see Kong is better at it. Kong is able to actually restore balance. He sets humans straight when they step out of line, he protects the innocent lives, both human and creature, he does not bother with the rest of the world because his territory is Skull Island. If his territory was the rest of the world, he would treat humans and creatures the same. If they acted out of line in his territory, he will set them straight. Again, that goes for both Titans and humans. Kong in the GVK trailer has been shown able to handle himself against Godzilla by making Godzilla bleed, by being able to shove him and being able to punch him all while under sedation, by being able to use a weapon like the axe, by showing durability high enough to tank atomic breath burns and keep on fighting until sunrise. That goes to show Kong physically has what it takes to handle any Titans that can threaten the Earth, namely ones like King Ghidorah, even possibly the Muto Prime. The only reason he actually doesn't handle other threats is because he only cares about Skull Island and its inhabitants, because that's his territory. If the rest of the world was Kong's territory, Kong would be focusing on setting all monsters and even humans in line when they try to nuke the environment and animals, or when they try to kill off Titans of his pack and the inhabitants of his territory. He wouldn't tip the scales in favor of the humans, giving them an opportunity to take advantage of Kong's mercy and betray him through attacks and enslavement like they have with Godzilla. Kong would set humans and Titans in line. Kong not only has what it takes physically, but he's one that would actually restore balance, because that's what we've seen him do. Godzilla does not do this. He sleeps, he lets humans set off nukes and destroy environments like his lair and the ocean, which kills off wildlife. He lets them injure Titans, enslave them, and even kill them off. Godzilla simply is a bad alpha, and Kong should take his place because we can see he is the better alpha. So when people write that Godzilla must keep restoring balance, which he does not do, and that Kong is not suited for that kind of role, when we see that is what he does, then that is why I reply with saying Godzilla sucks at his job. Because he does. From what we have seen so far, Kong is better at being an alpha than Godzilla is. From what we have seen, Kong is more of the Godzilla role people associate with the current MonsterVerse Godzilla than even Godzilla himself is. He simply is not living up to that idea of being the one who restores balance. If in 2021 Kong is angry at Godzilla for Godzilla's pure incompetence, you guys can see why that is a justified feeling. I mean, I personally would love if Godzilla is shown lashing out at humans for stepping out of line, for him to be correcting them like he should be doing. But the problem with that is, doing that this far into the MonsterVerse is out of his character. It would just come across as a cheap way of making Godzilla feel like an antagonist if he does it on his own accord, whether he's tired of humans or does it because Mechagodzilla is being created and that's out of line, as I explained earlier. Making him lash out on his own accord like that looks like the writers are just doing that to give the audience reasons to root against him. It would be out of character for Godzilla at this point, and that is the issue when it comes to the lazy writing Godzilla has been receiving so far. And I'll say it again, the issue with using Mechagodzilla as an excuse for Godzilla having enough of the humans is that the humans have already developed an Orca which replicates alpha signals and frequencies. They've already challenged the Titan hierarchy and Godzilla's position by nearly outright killing him. They've already enslaved and even killed Titans who follow Godzilla, lowering the pack number and effectively threatening Godzilla's position. If Godzilla is the anti-hero or restorer of balance everyone makes him out to be, then humans would have been punished a long time ago. Godzilla is outright biased towards humans and does not care about what they do, no matter how bad. He is not the restorer of balance because the scales are way too tipped in the humans' favors. It would be out of character at this point because it has not been established since day one. So it would come across as cheap and out of character if Godzilla were to lash out at humans this far into the MonsterVerse entirely on his own accord, unless he's being manipulated. And from what we've seen, Kong is better at the job of restoring balance than Godzilla ever was. I hope I've been able to give you guys a reason as to why I think the MonsterVerse Godzilla is bad at his job, and why Kong is way better at it. And that is going to be it for me, everybody. What is supposed to be a much more thought-provoking video making people question their beliefs and what they are told by the writers, since what we see clearly does not imply the things that they tell us. If you guys hear people saying things like, Godzilla restores balance, Kong can't do something like that, or anything of those sorts, I want you guys to think back to this video, think of the things I brought up, and truly ask yourselves, is Godzilla really the restorer of balance? Thanks for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. This is King Kong 9100 signing out. Until next time, bye bye.